After 10 years, the Na'vi repelled the human invasion of Pandora. Jake's Sully, Sam Worthington, a former human who fell in love with Ney'tiri and befriended the Na'vi after becoming a member of the Avatar program, eventually took their side in their conflict with humans, leading them to glorious victory. He left his human body behind to permanently become one of the Na'vi. Now, he serves as the chief of the Amatekea clan, and raises a family with Ney'tiri, Zoe Saldaña, which includes his sons Netyam, Jamie Flatters, and Loke. Britton Dalton, his biological daughter Took, Trinity Jolie Bliss, his adopted daughter Kiri, Sigourney Weaver, who was born from Grace Augustine's inert Na'vi avatar, and a human boy known as Miles Spider Socorro, Jack Champion, the son of Colonel Miles Quaritch. Stephen Lang, Colonel Miles Quaritch, a human who led the security forces of the RDA, the organization colonizing Pandora, died in the conflict. Spider, who was born on Pandora, could not be transported to Earth in cryostasis due to his young age. While the Na'vi forced most humans to return to Earth, they allowed scientists like Norm and Max to remain to continue studying Na'vi culture and biology. To the Na'vi's dismay, the humans returned to Pandora to begin preparations for full-scale colonization. As Earth is on the brink of collapse, they establish a new main operating base named Bridgehead City. Among the new arrivals are recombinants Na'vi avatars embedded with the memories of deceased RDA Marines, with Quaritch's recombinant as their leader. General Francis Ardmore, Edie Falco, is the commander in charge of the planet. Jake initiates a guerrilla campaign against the RDA's supply lines by attacking a maglev train carrying weapons. In retaliation, Quaritch and his recombinants conduct a counterinsurgency mission. They're deployed near the Magnetic Mountains, hoping that their Na'vi DNA will prevent the local ecosystem from detecting them. Unfortunately, Jake's children are nearby and report the recombinant activity. However, Quaritch's team captures the kids. While searching for footage from their last encounter with Jake and Ney'tiri, Spider realizes that Quaritch is his biological father. Jake and Ney'tiri arrive and rescue most of their children, but Spider is taken by Quaritch, who slowly begins bonding with him in hopes of gaining his trust. In turn, Spider teaches Quaritch about Na'vi culture and language. Despite knowing the risk, Spider's knowledge of Jake's tactics and locations makes him a significant threat to their safety. To protect their clan, Jake and his family exile themselves from the Amatekea and travel east to the Mackayna Reef people, located along Pandora's eastern seaboard. Though some tribe members are wary of their part-human heritage, calling them tainted blood, the family is granted shelter. They slowly adapt to the Mackayna ways. Kiri develops a spiritual bond with the sea and its creatures, gaining the ability to connect with and command them. Loke befriends Cyria, Bailey Bass, a skilled and elegant free diver, the daughter of clan chief Ney'tiri, Cliff Curtis, and his pregnant wife Ronal, Kate Winslet, a powerful free diver. Jake tells Ney'tiri that he has abandoned the war and only seeks safety for his family. They are allowed to stay, and Jake urges his children to respect the Mackayna way of life. Later, Loke gets into a fight with Cyria's brother Eonung, Philip Jeljo, after being mocked. When he returns to apologize, Eonung and his friends trick Loke into venturing into the territory of a deadly sea predator and abandon him there. Loke is nearly killed but is rescued by and bonds with Payakan, an intelligent and ostracized Tulkun, a whale-like creature revered by the Mackayna as spiritual brethren. Payakan, seen as a loner like Loke, saves him. When Loke returns, he takes the blame for the incident to protect Eonung, earning his respect. He later learns that Payakan was cast out for attacking the whalers who killed his mother, an act that violated the Tulkun's pacifist code. During a visit to the Mackayna's Tree of Souls, Kiri links to it to commune with her mother but suffers a violent seizure. Jake calls Norm and Max for help, but they're unable to awaken her. Ronal eventually heals her. However, by contacting the scientists, Jake inadvertently reveals his family's location to Quaritch. Quaritch, bringing Spider with him, commandeers a whaling vessel led by Captain Mick Scoresby, Brendan Cowell, head of a private sector marine hunting crew, and Dr. Ian Garvin, Jermaine Clement Kama, a marine biologist. They are harvesting Tulkun brain enzymes to produce anti-aging remedies called Amrita. Quaritch interrogates the Mackayna about Jake's location. When they don't comply, he orders the brutal slaughter of Tulkun to provoke Jake. Loke, mentally linked with Payakan, learns that his new friend was shunned for seeking revenge, mirroring Loke's own struggle to be accepted. When the Mckenna learn about the Tulkun killings, Loke, joined by his siblings, Eonung and Roxo, Dwayne Evans Jr., rushes to warn Paekin. However, they are captured by Quaritch's forces. With their children in danger, Jake, Ney'tiri, and the Mckenna warriors launch a rescue mission. Quaritch forces Jake to surrender, but when he threatens Loke, Paekin intervenes, triggering an all-out battle. The vessel is heavily damaged, and begins to sink. Neteyam rescues Loke, Syria, and Spider but is fatally shot. Jake confronts Quaritch, who uses Kiri as a hostage. Ney'tiri retaliates by threatening Spider. Though Quaritch initially denies his connection to him, he ultimately yields when Ney'tiri injures Spider. A brutal underwater battle ensues. Jake strangles Quaritch into unconsciousness, and is saved by Loke and Paekin. Kiri uses her spiritual connection to summon sea life, and rescue Ney'tiri and Took. Spider finds and saves Quaritch but ultimately rejects him for his cruelty, and returns to Jake's family. After Neteyam's funeral, Jake tells Tanauri and Ronal of his decision to leave. However, Tanauri honors Jake, and welcomes his family as permanent members of the Mckenna. Jake and his family accept and begin forging a new life at sea, with Jake vowing to continue resisting the human invaders. That wraps up our recap of Avatar: The Way of Water. This sequel expands James Cameron's universe in extraordinary ways. Stick around as we break down the key moments, plot twists, and everything you need to know about this cinematic masterpiece. From its awe-inspiring visuals to its deep dive into Pandora's oceans, this film continues to push the boundaries of storytelling and technology. What did you think of the movie? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more recaps and movie insights. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.